Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick video today regarding some things that have been said on YouTube in response to this deal that's going on with Marvelous and Blue Devil. Okay, now you've seen the thumbnail. Okay, these are all the people that have spoken in some way, whether it be against what Blue Devil did or against what Marvelous did. Okay, and to be specific about Blue Devil putting Marvelous's kids on the platform and allowing them to speak. Now, I know not everything belongs on YouTube or on social media. Even myself, I make that mistake a lot of times, and I put things on that I shouldn't put on YouTube. You know, it's a learning process for myself. Okay. Now, as far as these other people who are speaking on it, yeah, they've been doing this a lot longer, and probably know a lot more than I do about social media and about creating content. Nevertheless, I have an opinion and a feeling about everything that's being said. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to address is Blue Devil allowing these kids to come on his platform and speak. Okay. Now, their father uses social media in a big way to express himself. He's on everything, you know, IG and I don't know, whatever, TikTok, whatever else the hell he gets on. And he puts a lot of stuff out there, you know, and sometimes it's against other people. He uh, he uses it to get at people and give them his opinion on life, culture, gangs, kind of prison, jail kind of stuff, you know, and he puts his stuff out there. Okay. Now, he put his business out there by putting this little girl that he got pregnant um, on social media, the interview he did with her. Okay. I guess he thought this was going to help him, but all it did was pretty much show that he admits that it did happen. He didn't slip and fall and end up inside her, you know? Uh, and I'm sure the little girl didn't just go and get a tattoo and say, okay, you're done. Okay, vámonos pues. Dale gas. No. There was some working, some work to do, you know, to get to where they went to where a child was born. Okay. Now, the worst part of all this is one day this child's going to grow up and might just see all of this stuff that's going on, you know? And of course, that's going to be a terrible thing. Okay. But aside from that, um, it was a bad look, and now there's no denying it, you know? Did the little girl say that she deceived him? Yes, she did. But shame on him. If he would have went and met this girl's parents and went about it the right way that a woke person would have done, you know, someone who's respectful and according to our culture, you know, there would have been a courting that would have took place. He would have went and met her family, you know, whether it be her brothers or somebody, you know, her parents. Okay. And I'm sure somebody would have said, hey, you know how old she is, you know, or maybe not, you know, because obviously the mom and dad dropped the ball. Well, I don't know about the dad because I don't know if he's in the picture, but the mom definitely dropped the ball. She should have been protecting her daughter and did what she had to do to make things right, you know. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. You know, she could have went as far as she wanted to, but she should have made things right, you know. and so that this doesn't happen again. Because what happened was it's a bad thing, no matter how you slice it. No matter what you say, you cannot clean this up. This was bad, shouldn't have happened, and now this is gonna follow this dude for the rest of his life. Excuse me. Today I was in my neighborhood, and a couple of homeboys were like, "Hey, fool! Hey, you know that dude Marvelous? Hey, did you hear this and that?" Yeah, I know. This stuff, and those homies don't fuck with YouTube. This is just by word of mouth. This stuff's like getting out everywhere. So that was his bad. He put it out there. Number one. Number two, uh, he uses social media to smash people, to talk about people, to smut up people, and give his opinion on people. That's what's happening to him now. You know, people are giving their opinions about him, what they feel about him. Now, as far as PDFs, any PDF is put on blast and is picked apart. You know, and that's good conduct for social media. People got to know who these guys are, what they did, what they do, and we got to know. You know, and I think it's our responsibility to let other people know so everybody could be trucha. You know what I mean? So everybody could watch their kids around these people or their younger daughters. And just so people know if they see them at the swap meet or something, the type of activities that they like to participate in, it just needs to be known who these sick asses are in our community. Whether it be the swap meet or wherever the raza kicks back, hangs around, and goes to have a good time, including the younger raza, the younger girls. You know what I mean? So so far I don't see anything wrong with what's being said or anything. Now, as far as the kids go, now that's the last time you're going to hear me say that. The kids. No, there's no kids. These are young men. Okay, these are young men that have a problem with the activities that their father partakes in. You understand? It's not a little kid out here saying these things. Did they say too much? Yeah, they did. They kind of went pretty far. They may have have incriminated themselves. Um, Somebody should have talked to them and said, "Hey, you know what? Be careful what you say because law enforcement listens in. It could be used against you later. This and that." It should have been given some plecha. But as far as giving them an opportunity to come out and speak on what they want to speak on, hey, their dad does that, and they know this. They're very well aware of the community that this man has following him, trusting him, believing him, you know, and they wanted to show that, hey, he's not that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You heard everything they said. They said it, not me. And this is people, the closest people that can attest to his behaviors, to his track record, you know. Um, Giving them a platform to speak, they should have been warned and been prepared how to conduct themselves. Maybe they weren't, but nevertheless, they wanted to do this. They're the ones that got in touch with dude to put them on. Okay, they said it themselves. So it wasn't like this vato that put him on went and trying to get in touch and find his family and trying to put something together to go get Danny. No, it wasn't like that. They seen what was being talked about. Hey, check this out, man. I'm his son. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, man, let me tell you. Woo, hey, you want to come on? You want to come on the platform and speak your mind? Yeah, hell yeah. And they did their thing. Okay. The mom and the daughter would have did the same thing, but uh apparently, allegedly, social service was involved, and somebody uh called them and said there was firearms in the house, and that, you know, put the mom like in a bad situation as far as having her kids. They're all playing dirty. They're all playing dirty with each other. Should it have been kept off the internet? Yes. The door should have never been opened. Danny opened the door. Okay. He opened the door. He brought the little girl on, and he's trying to clean something up. And, you know, his sons said, yeah, oh, really? Well, check this out. I don't, it's a terrible thing that it went down that way. It's a terrible thing that everybody went that far. But everybody went that far. Danny, the boys, and apparently the daughter and the mother were down too, but they just couldn't because legal reasons that this vato allegedly may have put on them that prevented them from sharing their experience. Now, people give interviews, not just on YouTube, not just on social media, on regular TV. People are interviewed at times so that they could express what they've been through. Maybe they have a certain sickness, what they're going through. Maybe they were treated bad as little kids, how they got through that. People put that on TV, not just YouTube. You know what I mean? And it sounded like these young men were hurting. They had some feelings about this. And it don't matter if they're one's from the 40s and one's a sureño or whatever. All that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. you know um you know these are just young men that have had some bad experiences growing up in a dysfunctional family, and they spoke on it. So rather than just bash everybody, that came on and said what they said, try to take something away from this, man. Try to take the lessons that can be learned from all of this. You know, the repercussions of raising kids this way and going through that. And maybe that's why Danny's out there talking about these things, because maybe he fell short and he's trying to prevent it. I don't know, or maybe it's just all bullshit. You guys got to decide that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff I speak on is because I know I fell short, and I say it straight out. You guys heard some of my videos, and I say, yeah, this is what we need to do for our kids. This is, and the reason why I know is because I fell short in those areas. And I think if I would have did that, my son wouldn't have picked up a 15 to life case, because of, and that I take total responsibility for, because I showed him things I shouldn't have showed him. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things involved with all this, and everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's throwing their stuff out there, in the pot. And if it was really this sensitive and this critical, then it should be like this, and everybody should just be, be on quiet, and let the perpetrators, or the supposed bad guys, the alleged people that are fucking up, run themselves into the wall. You know what I mean? But instead, everybody's still making content. Everybody's still throwing videos out there. Yeah, this is a terrible thing. But everybody's making videos. So either it's a terrible thing we shouldn't be speaking on. Let's stop speaking on it, everybody, or everybody just make videos like everybody's been doing. Some things are being repeated by the same content creators. I don't know. I don't get it, man. Um, Pedo with Blue Devil is Pedo with Blue Devil. This situation with Marvelous Inc. and Marvelous Minds, vato, is a separate issue. One don't have nothing to do with the other. What the kids did coming on, not even kids. I hate when I say that, because they're not kids, man. These are grown ass men already. These are men that have kids, and they feel some sort of way. They want to get this shit off their chest, and this is their father's arena. This is their father's world that they're speaking in. And and who's making the rules? Huh? Do we have rules? I don't think we have rules, man. Because if we did, fuck, man, we have to shut YouTube down. Because there's all kinds of crooked, fucked up shit going on, and we could pick it up. We could pick it up pieces. We could pick all kinds of content and things that people speak onto pieces. Just my opinion. Just everything's being talked about now, and we're getting away from the fucking main thing, and that's that this little girl got impregnated by this dude, and there's a child now that was born, and one day she may grow up and be watching these videos, and it's a terrible thing, but it is what it is, apparently he's, I guess, helping the girl out or something with feria. Does that change anything? Fuck no. He did what he did. He's going to carry that for the rest of his life. There's no coming back from that. There's no cleaning it up. There's no videos. There's not 1,000 videos you can make or 1,000 words. I don't care how cunning a person you are or what kind of gift of gab you have or how dumbfounded you have people. You cannot just erase all of this. It's too much, and I think that if this guy wasn't on social media, it would have never reached social media. This would be another incident that's happening on families all over, all around us, man. Because we have a bunch of sick ass people, man. Go on Megan's Law, man, and just check your area. You have sick asses all around. Man, they're everywhere. They're on your block. I bet you anything, if they're not on your block, and what I'm talking about a block, talking about your square block, I guarantee you there's at least one, maybe more. But I'm sure your area is flooded with these people. And these are only the people that have been caught. Like this is some bad activity, regardless of anything. So is it gonna stop this vato from continuing down the road that he's been on YouTube? Probably not, because you know why? Because some people, they're not even hearing the underlying problem to all this. All they're hearing is all the noise in the background. They're not catching what a serious and what the underlying issue is. You know what I mean? And it all goes back to that vato. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes back. Everything's going back to him. Regardless who's bringing it up, it's all falling back on him. He brings up shit on the internet, man. He even brought up some fucked up papers on, I guess, American Cholo, and I don't want you to think anything. I never talked to American Cholo. I never talked to anybody from that platform. I don't know nothing about, oh yeah, that's a lie. I did on my comment section, but I don't know them. But I know, even just by the history of YouTube, that dude was pulling paperwork on this vato. You know what I mean? Something that's detrimental to a person's reputation and their life. You know what I mean? This dude has a fucking wife. I don't mean to say it that way, but he has a family, and they're gonna see this. They're gonna be like, "What's that? What is that?" And putting things like that out there on people, and putting ideas like that in people's head on somebody that wasn't really involved in that activity is like a really serious issue, So everybody's got an opinion. We're not going to all agree. I put mine out there. I'm sure a lot of you don't agree, and everybody on that thumbnail has put something out on this issue. And if it was so bad and shouldn't have been talked about, you shouldn't have made a video. You should have just left it alone, because then the only ones that would have been making noise are the noisemakers. You know what I'm saying? I was done with it already, but it's like it's still up there. You know what I mean? And it's the same the same people talking about the same stuff. That's it. Ya estuvo. You know, if you haven't learned what you've learned from this and gotten the message, you're never going to get it, you know. And a lot of you won't even care, and you continue to follow Danny right over the edge of the earth, you know, and not even not ever really see, you know, the character of this man, you know. uh I don't know what else to say, you know what I'm saying. um and everything I've said thus far, that's just my opinion. Okay, that's just me talking what I think, just like everybody on that thumbnail did. That's just everybody's opinion, and you agree with who you agree with, and you disagree with who you do. That being said, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching, and please, man, uh, when thinking about this issue or watching a video about this issue, make sure that regardless of all the noise, that you see the real problem with what took place, you know, and the result of this now, you know, and all the people that got hurt in this one act, you know, or as many acts as it was, but all the people that got hurt and were involved in this, you know, it was bad, you know, and it's not over, you know, it's not over. Anyways, this is my video. Thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless your family. And whatever you do, people, stay free, man. Stay out here where it's happening. You don't want to be behind them walls. There's nothing nice in there. Um, that's one thing that we all agree on. Everybody on that thumbnail can tell you right now, man. That's the place you don't want to be. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.